out of there. Eb, get out, get off the laptop. Oh. Hello beautiful people, thanks for coming back to Mother's Mag Machines. You've just caught me doing some mapping and getting ready for my next road trip. So what we got, I'll show you what's happening here at the moment. Medusa's there asleep under covers and Sophia's asleep under covers. I'm just getting some work done on the house, and I just finished cleaning the bikes after the last run. Polishing, waxing, everything. They looked like show bikes. And then I had some work done on the house, and there was wood dust all over them, all over everything, and the crown as well. So I've had to re-clean it, everything. And tonight I'm getting ready for a nice trip that I've got coming up. And it's going to be over 4 days. What we're doing, you're going to have me and my best mate Sonno again, going across to Goulburn. What I'll do, I'll bring up the map and you can see exactly what's happening. Instead of me holding it, let me get a can of spray. Let's see if this works. I think that's gonna work there. So this is the map. So it's 4 days. And the first day we're going to ride from up here on the Central Coast, come down through around Sydney. We'll stop here at Pheasant's Nest. There's a service station here. Not that we'll need fuel, not in the big rigs, but it'll be pretty good to get some fuel and some stretch our legs. It is about 2 hours down to here. Instead of just doing freeway riding the whole way through, down here, when I get down to, let me zoom in here to, of course that just went a little bit crazy. There we go. I'm going to be stopping in, so we're going to go to Pheasant's Nest here, and then we're going to come into the Southern Highlands and go through Mittagong and a barrel. I'm going to stop here for lunch, and I looked up cake stores. I've got a sweet tooth. Sonno's got a massive sweet tooth. So I'm going to stop here. This was the #1 bakery, or it's called a patisserie. So I'm going to stop there, and we're going to test that out for lunch. We'll do a little bit of a foodie review. Google Maps has got me going back onto the highway up here, and then our destination is Goulburn. And I'll get to why we're going to Goulburn very shortly. I am looking at, if the weather's fine and really good, there is this route coming through here, if you can follow my finger, and then coming down. Look at this windy road, country road. I think this from here is the freeway again. And this would be a nice little windy road. There is also, if I zoom in somewhere here, there's a waterfalls. Now I can't see any road to get there, so we might have a look and see. That's a side quest. As you probably realized, I do like going to waterfalls, so that's something that I like to do. And then our destination for the day is Goulburn. The biggest reason we're going to Goulburn is it's the 100th anniversary of the first motorbike Grand Prix in Australia. So in 1924, 100 years ago, the first motorbike Grand Prix was conducted. It happened in Goulburn. They used the actual roads going from Goulburn to a few other towns. Those roads still exist. We'll be riding those roads. There's going to be an expo, and there's going to be a whole bunch of old bikes, historics, veteran, vintage, classics, modern classics, sports bikes, race bikes, excuse me, all sorts of bikes. So it's going to be a great time there. We get there Friday. We evented to go into a parade down the main street. So it's middle of winter. Current forecasts are around 2 degrees at night. So heater vests. I'll run through what I'm going to be packing after the mapping and the routing. So that's day one. We're going to get to Goulburn and have a bit of fun there. And then day two, I'll just bring you back onto the aerosol can stand. I'll just put you there. Day two, we're going to go to the expo and check things out and see what's there. But then the old racetrack, this is the road they used to take. So they used to come across here, come down here through Quialigo. I don't know how to say that properly, so that's something that I'm going to learn how to say. And then down to Windalama, and I'm probably butcherizing that as well. Then they come up to Bungonia, and then through Gundary, and then into Goulburn. So that is the actual route that used to be raced 100 years ago. That is about 87 kilometers, so it was a bit of a TT. So we'll be doing that Saturday. I'll take a lot of videos of that. So you'll be able to see where we're going, what we're doing. It's going to be a lot of fun, I reckon. And I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully it's good weather. Hopefully it's sunny. It is really, really freezing cold down there. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Then day three, they're holding a rally where they're actually going and proceeding down that racetrack. We can enter, but we'll see how we go because we've got another destination to go to. So in the morning, I plan on going to watch probably the old historic bikes and check things out again and see the old bikes running. So there's going to be heaps of footage for you guys to enjoy. And then around hopefully 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, just depends on how we're going for time, we are going to leave Goulburn. I'll just bring you guys back a little bit. We're going to leave Goulburn and we're going to go up all these country roads through Crookwell, Tuena, Trunkers Creek, and we're going to Bathurst up here. Now, a lot of people might know Bathurst has a famous racetrack called Mount Panorama. There actually was an old regional racetrack there, and it used to be called the Vale Circuit. And the Vale Circuit is, I'll just zoom in, you actually go through Bathurst and you come down this road called, if you can see that, it's called Rocket Street, which is a really, really aptly named street, and we're going in a Triumph Rocket 3. So we'll be coming down Rocket Street, crossing over some train tracks, going onto the wrong side of the town, coming down Vale Road, obviously it's Vale Circuit, and then you come down here, and I believe it is signposted. I have done this track before, and I think you go down Lloyd's Road, I think, or is it Russell Street? See, this is something I'm gonna have to work out. I think you come down here, I think it's down Russell Street, come down Gromans Hill Road, and then go Lloyd's Road, come down here, and then come back up Vale Road, and then that's the circuit there. So this is the circuit, the original racetrack that was there. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of fun, but I have been down this road and it is very hilly. It's very windy. There, it is sort of built up with farms right now. This corner down here is a tight corner, so it's going to be a lot of fun to go and look. So we're going to go do that. And if we've got time, I'll take you all of you beautiful people around Mount Panorama. So we might go around 2 racetracks or 3 racetracks over 4 days. 2 of them no longer open, but you can still drive them. Like, how cool is that? You can still go and drive the original racetracks that were there, 180 or 80 years ago. Can you imagine the bikes that they had back then? So I know this one close. So, Goulburn and the Vale Circuit, they're both historic in a way that they were the premium racetracks in Australia at the time. So it's going to be really cool to be able to go in and see them. Then that's the Sunday. Then the Monday, hopefully the weather's going to be good, and I'll just bring that up next. We're going to go, because it's fun to, let me get you that back into, because it's always fun to go the long way. So we could go home via down this road here, down the freeway, down through Sydney, and just drive freeways and go there. But no, we've decided to come through a place called Sofala, which is one of the most picturesque villages, towns that you want to call, that I've ever seen in my whole life. So we're going to go through Sofala, Candos, probably one of the hot rod capitals of Australia. Then Rylstone, then we'll come along through here, a couple of towns called Bylong, Widden, Denman, Jerry's Plains, which is a big motorbike hangout. All the motorbike riders from Newcastle like to go there, and then we'll come back around this way. We may have to jump on the freeway a little bit here, or we may, depending how we're going on the day, we might come around either down Broke and come back that way, or we might cut through Cessnock and come down all back roads, which is pretty cool. So that is 402 kilometers. So to recap, the first day is not a big day. It's only 321 kilometers. I'm not sure what that is in miles, but it's not a lot. It's probably about 180 miles, something like that. The second day, we're just cruising around, and the racetrack itself is about 87 kilometers, which would be, let me do a conversion quickly, 87 kilometers to miles is 54 miles. So about 50, say about 60 miles. We might go look at some other stuff. So that's pretty cool there. And then from Goulburn to Bathurst, we're looking at around 190 kilometers, which is 118 miles. We could have a detour. We've got there's something Sonno and I have been working on for a long time right now, and it's been off again, on again, off again, on again. It's a project, of course, and it'll suit this channel to a T. And I know everyone would love to see it, but I don't know if it's going to eventuate or not. So this is the closest that we're going to get to this certain project, with him and me together, or him and I together, proper English. And so we might detour on the way to Bathurst to go and have a look at something. That's all I'm going to say on that. And you might see some more of that coming up. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So the day from Goulburn to Bathurst, it's 118 miles, which is 130 Ks. Then the fourth day, which is the loopy road, is 402 kilometers. So that in miles is, hang on, I'm just typing over on another screen, is about 250 miles. So that is a good day. And then overall, this is what it looks like, the loop. So overall, this is what our planned route looks like. A nice big circle. It's saying 869 kilometers. It's just disappeared. Why did it do that? I don't know. Power of technology. There we go. We can bring it back up. So this is a map of New South Wales, obviously. And this is the loop that we're taking, which is about 870. Call about 900 kilometers. We're going to do just under it. Sorry about that, people. This is all live. I'm not professional at this, so bear with me with a few technical glitches, but we're getting there. So overall, it's 900 kilometers, which is about 560 miles we're doing. Not big if you think about it, but it is a good day. The interesting thing is, if you look at the roads, the loops around here, but if I just zoom out that little bit more, look at this loop. I could go around here and I could have a loop around here. So that would be interesting for another day. Or if I wanted to, I could loop around here and loop around and go all the way up to Gunnedah or Armidale and then come all the way down. So this little trip, 900 to 1,000 kilometer trip, can lead to bigger things. It being split over 4 days, it should be manageable. We shouldn't get sore, realistically. We should have time to stop and look at things. take some videos. I'm going to take the drone. What else? There's going to be plenty of footage, conversation along the way. So you're going to enjoy it. There's going to be a lot of fun along the way. A lot of different bikes, not just Sophia and Medusa. There's going to be a plethora of other bikes, maybe cars. There is that sneaky project that I'm telling you about. We're going down old racetracks. This is going to be great. This is going to be really, really good. So if it's raining and horrible weather, I think you guys are going to enjoy it more. We're not going to enjoy it. Admittedly, the bikes have fairings, but this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've been planning this for at least 2-3 months now. So, and now it's Friday and I'll leave next Friday. So I've got 6 days to prep. Next step is to prep my bike. I'm going to show you, all you beautiful people, what I put into my bike, what I'm going to be packing along the way. I'll do that next, and we'll prep the bikes. And Sonno will be coming up here on the Thursday night. We'll get Medusa packed up for him, and it's going to be awesome. So stick with me. This is probably going to turn into either 4 or 5 videos. And the other thing that I'm doing for the rest of the year, and now I'm going to say it, it's going to be a big call, but I've actually sat down and planned out the rest of the year out. So instead of being sporadic and not having regular videos, all you people are going to have regular videos from Muzza's Mag Machines going forward. Every fortnight, there's going to be a video uploaded on a Sunday. Made the decision. I'm going to stick with it. Let's see how we go. I've got it all planned out. So that's the other big announcement for Muzza's Mag Machines. Ooh, got some more GoPro-y stuff. I've got a second GoPro, so there's going to be footage from Medusa and from Sophia. So that's going to change things up. So it's going to give different views along the way. I can have different angles. It's great. There's so much more coming to the channel coming up. So stick with it. I can't afford a paper map, but I could get a GoPro. Let's go figure. And you can't find paper maps nowadays anyway. So yeah, so at least 4 to 5 videos coming up. And every fortnight it's going to be released. Okay, so next we will go on to packing the bike. That's the next step. All right, so I'm going to just show everyone what we're going to pack. Oh, look, it's Ebenezer, the workshop dog. Hello, Ebenezer. Hello, Flappy dog. All right, let me do my vlog. No, don't go on my stuff. Go, move, come on, bunker, out. Good boy, good boy. Go stay there. You stay there. So while Eb's running around, I've got Sophia turned around in the workshop, and this is all the stuff that I'm taking. So 4-day trip, and on the right hand side is my clothes. It's all I'm gonna put it into that bag, and my laptop, charger, spare toilet paper. I've got some great, the dog's been in. Oh, this was all clean. Eb, oh man, the dog's been sitting on my clothes. I had all this set out nicely, and now my dog's gone through all my clothes, and he's got all his hair everywhere. Oh man, damn it! That dog hair now on everything. Oh. So all my clean clothes that were clean, and this was all neatly folded, has now gotten dirty from the dog because it looks like he's made a nest on my clothes. Never leave your clothes out and let the dog come in. Real world problems. So I'll sort that out, but also carry some ropes and some clothing, some cloth there, if I want to strap something down to the back here. So I'll keep stuff if I want to strap anything down, or if in my travels I find anything. I'll also keep a towel so I can wipe the bike down as well. And that's all my clothing. That's all I've got other than what the dog's done. Eb, come on, leave all the stuff alone. Go on. How'd you get? In this pack here, I've got a neck warmer because sometimes it gets really, really cold. So I'll keep that in there. So I'll just put that in there. I've got my treasured MotoGP beanie, which I might put in over to the other side here. That's the left side pannier. I've got a jacket, I've got some toiletries, I've got some, oh geez, these look old. What's that? I usually keep Panadol or some pain relief, but these expired 10th of 2013. Look at the colour on them. So I'll just chuck them out. I'll keep some pain relief, just some tablets, just as if you need them, you've got something there. I carry some, I'm a bit of a coffee fanatic, so I carry some Robert Tim's straps that I can strap this back down. This stays on pretty well. It does, as you can see, flops around a little bit. I've toured and toured and toured with this bag on many different bikes. This bag, the Ventura bag, is really good. It sits over, I'll say quickly, sits over the sissy bar, and then these two clips down here. So easy to undo. You just unclip it, pull it off, and you've got a bag. So what I'm going to keep in this bag is just another jacket and the drone. And I'll also, usually if it gets really hot, that's where I'll put my thermals or liners and things like that. So not that I'm expecting it to get really cold. So that's what's going into that bag. I'll also have probably some chargers and some extra battery banks. On the left hand side, this pannier, as you can see, is empty right now. But this pannier is usually full, so I usually have my wets, tops and bottoms, battery, not battery, tire pump. I've got a light, I've got a seat cover, I've got some tools, and I'm taking a few extra tools because we are trialing out the saddles, the backrests for the saddles. I've got some clean cloths, a dirty one, so I can check the oil. I've got winter gloves, I've got my normal gloves. I always carry a spare set of gloves. And a hat. This little piece, quick tip, saves your bacon a lot of times. Like I'll go somewhere, have to park the bike, and instead of the stand sinking into the ground, I'll put this bit of timber down and throw it down on the ground, and the bike won't fall over on itself. I've gone down to MotoGP heaps of times. I've been to other places where it's just a little bit muddy or a little bit wet, or when you're touring in the rain, I'll just throw this on. There's been times where I've had this on the ground and the bike sunken this deep into the ground with this bit of timber. So I'll keep this readily handy. That's a tyre puncture kit. I've got some oil and I've got some sunscreen. So all that is going to go into this one. All these pieces here will go into this one, and I'll throw some extra stuff on the day beforehand. I might throw some jerky and some chocolates, and a bottle of water will probably go into the left pannier, and all of this will go into the right pannier. So my job right now is to try and get that laptop and my clothes into that bag to make sure it can fit into this bag here, into this pannier here. So I'm going to set you guys up over here, and we can see if I can quickly put it all together. Ed, get off the laptop. Oh, you dunderhead. Get off my clothes. Come on, Ed, move. I love him. I don't like him walking on my laptop and clothes now. All right, I'll set you guys. Looks like the screen's working, so thankfully my laptop's still good. I'm going to try it in the pannier. I don't think it's going to fit. I've got dog hair over everything. Okay, so I've got 4 pairs of undies. So for 4 days, I'm going to have dog hair all over everything. And rolling things up is the best thing you can do. Takes up less space. Oh, my good black t-shirt. And my good white t-shirt too. And my thermals. He really nested on these really well. Might throw a chunk in that. Maybe. Right, so let's see if I can get this in. Charger. Let's throw this in. So I find this is good. I used to use a backpack, but now this takes up less space than a backpack. And I can just squish it down and everything fits in nicely. GoPro can go in there, like so, all the GoPro bits. I might be able to fit something else in there. This is the second video in a row that I'm rolling up toilet paper. Always trouble with toilet paper. It's always good to have. And I'll throw the ropes in here. I've still got room in there. I can throw. Let's come over here. Let's see if that all fits in there. Like I said, I love my coffee, so I'm going to make sure I've got it with me. The other thing I take is salt and pepper, because you don't always get to have salt and pepper wherever you go, so it's good to have. Always good to pack a plastic bag, comes in handy. That goes there. Alright. Meds, glass cleaner, and a hanky. I'll just throw into the side there so it's easy access. And I've got some energy bars, which I'll just throw into there. Close that up. Toiletries bag, just got as small as possible, so you don't have to carry a lot of stuff. That can fit into there nicely. And then the straps. And I'll throw I'll just carry a spare hoodie jacket with me at all times. Hoodies are good because you can, when you got the hoodie on and you're riding, it actually acts like a bit of a neck warmer. So if I move you over to this side, and you can see the bike. So now, sort of haven't left myself a lot of space. But what I usually do, I'll put the rags and the seat cover down the bottom in there, tuck everything in. My stuff like so. This can fit in quite nicely down the side there. Same as my jacket. Fits in pretty well. I usually leave this sitting here so I can get to it really easily, and the oil usually sits upright like that. I had this jacket in better before, but for some reason I can't get it in. And the sunscreen can go down the bottom. Alright, looks like the jacket, usually I can get the jacket to sit crossways, but this time around, let's see. Oh no, bit of pushing and pulling. There we go. Jacket is sitting in nicely. The oil does take up a bit of space, but it's good to have. My hat can go in there. My beanie can go in there. Battery charger sits like that, and my phone sit there nicely with it, and that plugs into that. And I've got a spare my lantern. I've got a torch, which I like to keep with the bike. Comes in handy. Let's spin you around there. So the torch comes in handy if you're looking for something, and it's also got a flashing thing. There is a flash. So it's got a flash, so if for some reason you're broken down, you can put it out. And yes, I've got 3 gloves, but we'll go with it. So I can put 2 gloves there, 1 set of gloves there, and then my tools. Be good if I had a bag. Got a rag bag here. Grab that. Zip ties and a Leatherman. Roll all that up. I'll take the gloves out again and the hat. I've got a spot. Hang on. Just bear with me for a second. Alright, there you have it. So, not much to it really, and I've got a lot of space. So if you look into this pannier is pretty much how it looks most of the time. I do have 2 gloves. I like I said that, and I can always sit another pair of gloves. And if I want to, there is enough space to throw liners on there. So there is plenty of space, and I can close that quite nicely. Hang on. There we go. And then in the bag, there's space still there. And this pannier with the GoPro stuff, I've still got plenty of space there. And this pannier will close quite nicely. Just got to tuck it in a little bit. It does close. Maybe it's not. Hang on. Bit hard one-handed. There we go. And there she is, all ready and packed for the trip, which is good. I'm really happy with that. So that's more of a test pack for me. There's a couple of days before I go. Pretty much my clothes are right to go. What I've got in there is pretty much right to go. I'll get the laptop out again and I'll re-edit, and I'll charge up the batteries for the GoPros. There is another GoPro for the other bike, but that is it. So now we're ready for the trip. She's all ready. I'm ready. I've got my clothes upstairs. Not much more to say than let's let the day come and we can start riding. So I'll see you on day 1. I'll stand here, and what I might do is make over here and here the spots where it goes on to day 1. So subscribe, like, click here-ish to see the next adventure. Don't forget, every fortnight, new video. So look forward to seeing you, and look forward to having you guys along for the adventure. All right, take care and see you soon.